Hi guys, I'm in my living room. I'm not on my usual setup, but I just want to get this off my chest. That pipe bomb that CM Punk caught last night on Smackdown was off the fucking chain. You know, full props for him. It's one of the best promos that I've seen in a long time with John Cena. Let alone how good it was, and it suited him to a T. I think he's getting more and more comfortable as he goes on and progresses being this heel. He didn't look that great when he first started it. It's been trash ever since. But until that moment in time, what he did to CM Punk was carnage and classic. Job well done, WWE, letting him speak his mind, let him speak in the truth. You know, we've only had since WrestleMania 2 shocking moments in so far this year. Was obviously R-Truth cutting his hair on Raw. Now we've got John Cena cutting his own version of the pipe bomb. It's good they've actually done that. But the thing is, what I don't get, right? Yeah, fair enough. John Cena's an OG. He knows how it works. He knows how to play a crowd. He knows how to do this. Same with CM Punk. He knows how to do it. But everyone that works with CM Punk always brings out the best in wrestlers, such as the likes of Seth Rollins, for example. As well as obviously seeing the likes of John Cena, what he did last night. Now, when I look at the bigger picture, now I'm thinking, this is what the young talent should be doing. Even though I do like what John Cena's doing, don't get me wrong, but I want the younger talent that don't normally have a mouthpiece, don't have that many matches, etc., like that, but to help them to elevate them to the next level. And they should be doing stuff like this to the likes of CM Punk, or they should be doing the likes of to John Cena. Because John Cena's not going to be around from the end of the year. I wouldn't mind him if he retires as a freaking heel now. Even though it was speculated and rumoured earlier on this year, this heel run won't last that long. But I feel like it needs to last longer because how he is. And it interests me. It really has interested me to watching the Saudi Arabia show, Night of Champions, even though I'm hoping to watch it live or not. I don't know yet. It depends on my shift pattern. Sorry about that, guys. But that has been one of the best promos that I've seen Cena cut in a long, long time. Period. This heel run has not been that great, but when he's working with someone like CM Punk, bringing the best out of him, it's living proof of that. I just wish WWE would give the young talent out there on their roster to give them the chance to be someone like what John Cena cut last night, or something like CM Punk has been known for. Because that would be more memorable. Even though, yes, this promo could be memorable for this generation of wrestling fans that are coming through the ranks, I just want to say this. That was freaking insane. I listened to every word. It was golden, don't get me wrong. And it makes an impact, don't get me wrong. But I want young talent to do that. Not someone to been around the company for a while, let alone being the current WWE champion, etc., etc., etc. It's just such an eye opener that WWE are letting certain wrestlers do what they want to a point, and then you look at some wrestlers that don't. This is what annoys me. You should be promoting the next generation of guys and girls that are coming through. Not a person that's been around for, I think, 22 years or something. I forget how many years John Cena's been around the company. But he spoke facts. It's weird to think, right? You got a promo spot, right? We've had on SmackDown. On Raw, we've actually had R-Truth cutting his hair. On SmackDown, we have the TLC match. That's the only talking point since WrestleMania that we can all say we've enjoyed. You know? It's damn... It worries me to the core of my system that I feel like a lot of fans are hard done by because we look at the bigger picture and thinking, okay, who's going to be the next face of the company? Who's going to be this? Who's going to be that? It's bad enough when I heard the rumours and speculations that SmackDown is moving back to 2 hours. You know, like 10 years ago, I would have said, job well done, good idea, but with that roster. But then you look at today's roster, and it's going to suffer a lot more than it's already suffered with the 3 hours. You know, you would think with the 3 hours, you would have had young talent blossoming through, you would have had decent tag teams blossoming through, decent women blossoming through, you know, to get through this. But it's the same old faces WWE are relying on to sell their tickets, to sell the merchandise. You know, you shouldn't be technically relying on the likes of CM Punk. You shouldn't be relying too much on John Cena. And yet, you've got young talent that you don't focus on. Now, that's embarrassing to say because I'm thinking, back of my mind, why ain't a young wrestler that's doing this? You know? I feel like they should be. But with that said, it was actually a fantastic promo, don't get me wrong. It literally was an eye opener. I was like, oh my god, he broke the fourth wall as well. You know? And the one thing I didn't get, like in the middle of that sort of promo sort of thing, you had someone come out and check on John Cena. I'm not saying this in a bad light, don't get it wrong. Don't get your knickers in a twist. You sent a female out there to check on John Cena. You know what I would have done? I would have set a male to go out there to literally check on him. And then John Cena attacked someone that was actually checking on him. Done like a AA. You know? And then, like, him continue on his pipe bomb. Or something like that. If you want to class it as a pipe bomb. It was actually a pipe bomb. But it, you know, it just has that sort of feel that you think, wow, this is golden. But then you think, why can't the main women's, the young talent literally have a chance to do shit like this? You know, because that'll be a turning point of your company that you could have literally done. You know, like I said, and I'll say it again, good promo, but my God, what's took so long? That's just my thoughts. Tell me your thoughts.